Hi, this is Alex, and today I'll be demoing the Android app I built called FireTweet. FireTweet is a social media microblogging app heavily inspired by Twitter that allows users to share text-based posts called tweets and view a feed of tweets posted by other users. My app also allows users to explore trending topics using hashtags and view their own profile page. FireTweet leverages Fire-based backend services, including Cloud Firestore, to manage the tweets, users, and authentication. I have my app open here and I'm logged in as a user. At the top of my screen, there's a text box that allows me to post my tweet, and underneath that, there is a recycler view that shows all the tweets posted on the platform among all users. The tweets are sorted by timestamp, with the latest tweets towards the top. At the bottom of the screen, there is a navigation bar that allows the users to travel to the trending and profile fragments. Trending displays a sorted list of frequently used hashtags and tweets, with more popular hashtags towards the top. The profile page displays a username and a recycler view with only the user's tweets. So let's take a closer look at the tweet functionality. Here I can go ahead and I can post a tweet, which will get added to the list of tweets. As you can see, I am limited to only 180 characters, and there is a character count underneath the post button, which shows the current character count. And I will show you here what happens when we get to the 180 limit. You'll notice that I'm no longer allowed to type anymore. And I can go ahead and post that tweet there, and it gets added to the list. I can go ahead and I can post a hashtag in my tweets. In fact, I can go ahead and post multiple hashtags like this, and they will get highlighted. And the system will detect if there is punctuation between hashtags. So if I go ahead and I'll add a period there, and I can add a comma here, and you'll notice that only the actual hashtags are highlighted in orange. If a user tries to post something with no text, there will be a banner at the bottom that prompts the user to go ahead and enter some text. And finally, the recycler view supports refreshing by drag and dropping on the list. Moving on to the trending fragment, I'd like to show you how that updates when a user posts a hashtag. Let's take the hashtag science as an example. You'll notice that there are currently 8 occurrences of tweets containing the hashtag science. I'm going to go ahead and go back to home, and I can say hashtag science rules and post that. And if we go back to trending, you'll see that that number has updated to 9. The system will only account a hashtag once per tweet. So if a user tries to, for instance, game the system and spam science multiple times and post that, you'll notice that it only gets counted once. And the user can also post multiple hashtags, right? So science and progress are at 10 and 4 respectively. I can go ahead and do science, hashtag progress is great. I can go ahead and post that, and you'll notice that both science and progress were incremented by 1. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the profile fragment. The profile fragment allows a user to change their username, and that change is reflected both across the app and also in the database. So let's go ahead and change this username. Let's say Albert wants to go by Al, and I click Save. You'll notice that now all of their own tweets have that updated username. And then if we go back to the list of tweets, you'll see that that change is reflected there as well in real time, without the need to even refresh the screen. Finally, let's go back to profile, and you'll notice here we can go ahead and delete posts. So let's go ahead and delete some of these posts that I made, and you'll notice they get reflected in real time on the tweets list. I can go ahead and delete all of them and go back to what we had before, and you'll see that they are all gone. FireTweet supports multiple users. So let's go ahead and sign out from the user that I'm logged in as by clicking sign out. And let's go ahead and log in as Isaac Newton, who already has an account in the system. When I click on their email, I am prompted to put in their password. Let me go ahead and put in that password. I think this shows you that it's really working here. There we go. Okay, we're logged in as this user. We can check that by going to profile, and you'll see we're logged in as Isaac Newton now. And I can go ahead and say hello world with Isaac. That'll reflect. I can even change Isaac's username. So if I want to just call him Isaac, I can go ahead and say that, and you'll see that that is reflected throughout the system. I want to also show you that you can create new users. So if I go ahead and let's say I want to create a new user for myself, right? I don't have a user in there already, so it'll ask me to go ahead and create a new username and a new password, and it'll go ahead and create a new account for me with my username. You'll see there are no tweets that I've posted yet, and I can go ahead and make a new post in the app. I'd like to demo what would happen if we have two clients running my app at the same time. So on the left, I have an emulator running a Pixel 8, and I have that user we created moments ago for myself logged in. And on the right, I have a Pixel 5 with Isaac logged in. And let's go back to the tweets list on both. And as a tweet on my account, I'll say, hello, this is Alex, and I'm going to go ahead and post that. And you'll notice it immediately appears on Isaac's phone as well. And if we go on Isaac's phone and we type this is Isaac, you'll notice that is also reflected on my device. If I go to profile and I delete the tweet, hello, this is Alex, it will also get refreshed on Isaac's device. Finally, let's take a look at what happens in our database. On the left, I'm logged into Firebase Cloud Firestore. There is a collection of all of the tweets that have been posted already. And on the right, we have my Pixel 8. Go ahead and send a new tweet called Cloud Firestore. And when I post that, you'll notice it immediately shows up in the database with a timestamp and my username. I can even spam the system and send multiple tweets, and they all appear inside of the system. Moving on, we can go to the Firebase authentication, which shows all the accounts that have already been provisioned. Let's go ahead and log out, and let's create a new account at test.com. This is not already in the system, so it'll prompt me to create a username and a password. And when I go ahead and save that, and I'll refresh this page here, and you'll notice that that new account has now been added to the database. So that concludes my demo of FireTweet. I really enjoyed working on this project, and I learned a lot. Working on this project and also over the course of this semester, coming into this course, this Android programming course, I didn't really have any experience with Android or Kotlin, so picking up this new skill was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.